All right, what's up guys? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching this video from and when you're watching this video. It's your boy El Zenito, and this is the last part. That's the part 3 of this project series. All right, and for this one, we're going to be creating this design using Canva. We've used Photoshop, we've used CorelDRAW, and this last one is Canva. Now I might be a bit slow here because again, I'm just getting used. I use Canva once in a while, like you can see some of my projects I've done in the past, but it's just when the client requires me to do it. But yeah, let's go. So first thing first, for our width, we are using 3000. For our height, we're using 3500. So we're going to create a new design. So your Canva is going to load, or your canvas is going to load. And so yeah, one of the, I would say, disadvantage isn't necessarily a disadvantage, but one of the disadvantages I would say about this is because number one, it's an online based software, right? So first thing first, what I'll do is before I even start, I'm going to download in my two, what did I do? I'm going to bring in these two guys, right? So again, we have this, we have this, we have this. So let's see how we can create that. Now, first thing first, we'll go to element. So let's go to elements. Let's go to frame. We're looking for frame. So we're going to choose a rectangle frame. I think that one will be able to like bring in an image, like putting an image into the frame. So I'm going to bring that in, and when I go to upload and I drag that in, you can see we have our stuff now showing. So we are going to do that for the remaining part of this. So I'm going to just duplicate this, right? Yeah, I'm learning also. So I would reduce this. I don't need to. Anyways, let's see what we can do with this. Duplicate as well. Then bring this up. Now the crazy thing is, how do we want to make everything separate? Like, how do we want to make everything aligned? I know I'll figure it out. But yeah, let's see. So select these two and let me see if I can group. If I group them, right? If I group them and I bring in the image, the image does not touch everything. Yeah. Anyways, let's ungroup again. So what I'll do is I'll bring this here, right? Then I'm going to have to bring this and also increase the size like this. I think that's the only way this would work. I'm guessing that's the only way this would work. Yeah, I'm not sure how this would work, but yeah, we'll figure it out. So we'll bring this. Now we can see that this is looking like it's aligned, at least to some points. It's looking aligned, right? So yeah, we're going to leave that as it is. Then we're also going to bring it to the second part as well. And as well, we're going to increase yeah, I think this is aligned as well, right? So yeah, it's properly aligned. So anyways, it took us time. Again, I'm not so conversant with Canva. I know that Canva users will probably be able to navigate what we are trying to achieve, but yeah, I'm not so conversant with it. I might even be doing a long method, and probably there's a simpler way of just doing it, but I've not taken Canva to that level where I can easily say, oh yeah. But I feel it's quite explanatory, especially if you know how to use other tools. Now the next thing is, how do we convert this to blur? How do we blur it out? But I know that it has some blur effects somewhere here, so I'm going to just look for it. Yeah, this is it, blur, right? So I'm going to I have to blur the whole image, sorry. So we're going to use 45.6. All right. So same with this, we're going to blur it, the whole image 45.6. All right, cool. Apparently we're able to figure it out, but there's something missing. We've not turned it to black and white. So first thing first, let's go to this one, edit, and we'll choose filter. We should have black and white somewhere here, or monochrome. You been filter, yeah, filter. So we'll use let's use should we use split, film, ink, classic? Okay, we're going to use classic. Or even before that, let me go back. I think there should be a way to just convert it to black and white. Let's go to adjust. Yeah, we'll go to saturation. Exactly. Oh, you're stressing myself. So this one to saturation and this one to saturation. Very, very simple, straightforward. I guess it's because I'm not so used to it, that's why. Anyways, the first thing I want to do is select our runway model and bring in a text. We'll select. Okay, before we continue, let's lock all this so that we don't mistakenly move it. And that's one thing I like about Canva, right? So yeah, I don't know why this is not selecting, but yeah, let's go to. All right, so I'm going to just reduce. I'm going to make it left justification. I'm going to bring it. Now I'm going to reduce the size, the spacing, the line spacing, which is this, and also the letter spacing, which is this. And I'm going to make it white. Sorry for the noise. These guys are back. I'm going to reduce it. And yeah, the next thing I want to then do is we're going to bring in the other text as well. And I will just, can I just, okay. Then I'm going to paste this. No, let me copy this, paste, select all. Oh, yeah, that's to be. Yeah, sorry for the noise. That noise is. Yeah, my neighbors are. Alright, so we're going to select all and increase the size, or just choose left justification and yeah, apologies for the noise. So I'm going to just increase the size and we're going to work with this. I think this is okay. But for the spacing, I think I can just increase the spacing a bit, right? And just bring it up a bit. Now for this one, we'll duplicate it and reduce the size drastically. Not that's too much. And we'll just change it to Art El Zenito models. Did I spell model well? Models, these guys are really disturbing me. Anyways, so I'm going to just bring it somewhere here, and yeah, that's it, guys. That's not it, but still I'm left with one more thing, and that's the grainy effect. So for the grainy effect, I'm going to unlock this, right? I'm going to unlock this and just delete this. Oh, it will affect. So I'm going to just. So if I bring it in, it can't accept multiple things. All right. So what we'll do is this: we'll just bring it in. Oh, the page is locked. Yeah, this is something. Unlock. So I'm going to bring it in. I would lay it for it to like fit into that stuff, right? Then I would go to edit, adjust, to be able to use something here, right? Or I can just reduce the transparency or something. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure that has. There should be a transparency button here. There should be a transparency button. Anyways, I'm just going to leave it as it is. And now that we have something similar to what we have here, right here, and we have actually been able to like create this on Canva, we can then go to share. For the sharing part, we'll go to download, and we can use PNG, and we just download it, and you can just wait for your file to download. Yeah. So what do you guys think? Which particular tool makes this design more effective, right? I mean, we've seen Photoshop, we've seen CorelDRAW, and now we have seen Canva. Even though I'm not so conversant on Canva, there might be some cases where I could have done it better, right? But regardless, what do you guys think about this? This is what we did on Canva, as you can see. Very, very neat and clean. You can barely even tell. And this is what we did on Photoshop. Look at Canva, Photoshop, you can barely tell. So yeah, that's basically it, guys. And this is just to tell you that tools do not really define what to create in some form, right? In some way, because there are some tools that without those tools you can't create certain things, which is very, very true. Photo manipulations, there are a lot of photo manipulations that can be created on Canva. As much as you try, it will tell that yes, you're struggling, right? And also, so many like 3D based design can be done on certain tools. You have to use certain tools, but regardless, the main thing I'm trying to drive out is your mind is where the cooking starts, right? You don't want to limit yourself to a particular tool. I use Photoshop, I use CorelDRAW, I use Illustrator, I use Canva, right? I downloaded the mobile Photoshop recently. I downloaded the Adobe Designer stuff, this Adobe version of Canva. I downloaded that. You just have to be conversant with all these tools. You don't have to necessarily learn or master all of them. Just master 1 or 2, 3, right? But know these tools such that regardless, even if you are relating with anyone, you can easily point them to certain directions, and that makes you stand out from a regular designer, right? So yeah, that's basically it, and that's the end of this series for this project. Next week we'll be trying out another design. We'll be going deeper into a more sophisticated design, and that's basically it, guys. I'm going to see you next time.